Welcome to my journey through the Bible. This will be applications you can apply to your life and a little more in depth about the chapter. We are in Judges 16, verses 1 through 31. And Samson was in lust of women. Notice, I did not say in love with women, he was in lust of women. And he didn't see the dangers in those relationships. Delilah had asked him 4 different times where his strength came from, how she could bind him up, how she could make him weak. And it cost him his life. Now, sin has a way of pulling us away from God. And we don't even realize it until it is too late. So what sin is it that you have that makes you feel invisible? Samson put his trust in his own strength. Now, God gives us gifts and talents for his good. Now, if we use these gifts and these talents for our own selfish gain, then we are going to feel the effects of our selfishness. Just as Samson had to learn some hard lessons, we will too. God gives us warnings, and we have to choose to listen, or we can choose to ignore them. But what happens next, that is on us. That is not on God. Because God will not force himself on us. God will not force his laws on us. It is totally up to us to decide what path we're going to go on. It's up to us to decide that, hey, this is wrong. We need to change it, or we need to make other decisions or not be a part of it. And you've heard this saying, if you do the crime, you have to do the time. So we need to pray that God will give us the wisdom to be able to tell the difference between deception and truth. Now, the Philistines probably felt like they had won once they figured out where Samson's strength had came from, and once they were able to do away with that so that it could make him weak. But God gave him his strength, and God allowed him to have his strength again when he called out to him, and God allowed him to destroy his enemies. Now God will give us that same strength. God will give us the strength that we need to destroy our enemy, and our enemy is Satan. God wants to see us overcome our sin. God wants to see us conquer Satan. But we have to be willing to call out to God. We have to be willing to ask God for help. We have to be willing to say, Satan, get behind me, because Satan cannot be in the presence of God. When we tell him to leave, he has to flee from us. God gives us everything that we need. And God is the only one that can give us peace of mind. But we have to call on God. We have to ask God for his strength. We have to be willing to seek God and be willing to follow what he tells us to do. May God be with you in everything and in every way.